What is up, my special bean brothers and sisters? We are back at it again with another figure review. This time I got Tengen. Finally, I got Tengen from Big Bad Toy Store. I got him in the house. I know a lot of you guys already have him, but I can't wait to actually bust him out of the package and get started on the review. So without further ado, let's take him out of the package and let's get started. Okay guys, here is my boy Tengen out of the box and onto the rotating stand. My dude, as always, is looking flashy. He's got the moves, he's got the sets, he's got the drip from head to toe. He is looking really good. I finally have him, and it just took me forever to get him. The only reason it took me forever is because, like I said earlier in the video, I was on the fence about getting him because I was kind of maybe waiting for a Figma release of him, but I was just like, you know what, I got to get my hands on him right now because I just need to collect them all. Not collect them all in the sense of excuse me, getting all the Demon Slayer figures from Figma or getting the Demon Slayer figures from Buzzmod. The reason I got him is like, I'm trying to collect them all in the sense of the characters. I just want all the characters, and I feel like he was the best fit for like scale wise. Tengen is kind of bulky, and he is supposed to be a little bit taller than the rest of the other Demon Slayer corps, as well as Tanjiro and Zenitsu and Inosuke. But I felt like he was the right scale to go with. I feel like Figma, if and when they released their iteration or their version of Tengen, I feel like he kind of would have been on the small side. And I just need my dude tall and bulky like Broly, okay? Just give me characters like those and I kind of gravitate towards that. So let's just talk about the figure real quick. He is, I would say, about a little bit taller than everybody else from the Buzzmod line. He kind of scales well with, what is his name? The guy with the blue sword. I can't remember his name. Anyways, he just looks really nice. As like you can see the armbands on him, the gold armbands look really nice and really detailed. And his fingers, my boy is flashy. You can see the fingernails. He's got the paint on them. He's letting you know, like, hey, even though I'm finna body you, you finna check out these fingernails. My boy got the nails done, hair did, everything is looking good. He is one of the few actually that do not wear the, I forget what it's called, the coats that go over the actual Demon Slayer, the Demon Corpse like uniform. And he just like likes to flex those arms. I mean, he's like out and he's just like, yo, I'm ready to body something or any demons. He doesn't need anything hindering him, which is kind of good for the figure. I do like that. Like Inosuke, I do like that he's just like all bare muscle because it's just easier to pose and you don't have to mess with any cloak like Tanjiro or Zenitsu or Rengoku. This figure is just nice all around. As you can see, the swords kind of peg into the back, and I'll get more into that a little bit later because he does come with some optional parts that look really sick once you put it on him. All the joints were tight when I took them out of the package. Nothing really crazy, nothing really bad QC issue wise. So yeah, he's just good overall. But enough of me rambling. Let's get my boy Tengen off of the rotating stand and take a better look at his articulation. Okay guys, so when it comes to my boy Articulation, he can move his head up that much. Let me see if he can go a little bit back. No, he can't. Let me just move the camera a little bit more this way. Down, he can, but just mine's a little bit tight, so I'm kind of reframing from actually making him do any crazy movements. He does have the side to side movement, so if he's looking at you all kind of crazy looking, then you know that's why. And then right here in the back of his ponytail, you can see that it's articulated as well. and I'm glad that they kind of added that little feature. I always really like when they kind of do little subtle details like that, little subtle articulation. So if he's doing something, you could have it to where his ponytail's like off to the side, and you're good to go. Let's see. Hands or shoulders, I should say, go up about this much, but it kind of looks a little bit ugly on the fact that it's kind of double ball jointed right there. It reaches into the shoulder socket as well as the arm right there. So I mean, you can kind of get it to where it's like, let me see, maybe like this, so that way it doesn't look like that crazy. But still, yeah, if you guys are having problems with that, you know, especially with the pictures, you kind of would want to hide this a little bit better. And it goes 360 all the way around. He has let's see, he can do like this articulation is really good when he's just trying to, you know, dap you up. Okay, give me that dap, or like just trying to cross his arms. Nice, good arm cross. Let's see on his right here on his arms. Arms are looking good, 90 degrees, 360 all around. And then they, let's see, they do go in and out, but this wrist part right here is kind of hindering him, so just be mindful of that. He has two segments or two parts right here to the abdomen. Let me just put him up like this. So he's going to have this upper part which allows him to get some range, but mine is a little bit tight, so I don't want to be too crazy. Yeah, mine is only kind of giving me that much, so, which is a bummer. I'm kind of used to these amazing Yamaguchi figures where they just kind of like bend in all types of different directions, but that's fine. It's his lower part that kind of what matters. So you'll get him to about that much. I know a lot of you guys like to modify your figures so that way they get better range in motion. I don't know if I'll do it with him. I'll just leave it as is, because when he's doing his moves, he's kind of like sprawled out. He's not really ab crunching or anything like that. My boy got the abs. I know he's got abs under there if he's got biceps like these. So I'm not going to take that away from my boy Tengen. All right. I'm not going to hold that against him. So moving on down to the legs. Legs are able to go up probably this high. It's what we expect from Buzzmod. The legs are a little bit baggy, a little bit bulky, but I'm okay with that since it's my boy Tengen. We have some, let's see, bends at the knee, but it only goes about this much. Now you do have an optional part for the legs, and we always get those with the any type of Buzzmod that we get. It's the knees that are kind of more bended. I would say like way more than 90. But this is like, actually it's kind of like, it's a 90 degree. And then moving on down, well, actually there's a boot cut right here, so you're able to move this right here. Let me see if it'll let me. So yeah, you're able to move a little bit right here to kind of get some articulation. And then his foot actually goes down a good amount, and then you're able to bring it up about this much too. So if my dude's doing like a, let's see if we can get it. My dude's doing like a running pose, my dude can do it. And then toe articulation as well. And then he also has the, let's see, side to side pivot. Side to side pivot. So my dude is looking nice, feeling nice, all the above. Oh, I forgot. His legs kind of go out maybe this much before they start to feel like some hindrance. So okay, you know, nothing too crazy. I mean, it ain't amazing Yamaguchi, but you know, at least the QC is a little bit better on these Buzzmod figures than amazing Yamaguchi or Revoltech. Shout out Revoltech, Yamaguchi. You know, not to take anything away from them, but yeah, that is my boy Tengen. Oh, if you guys want to take a better look at the swords, it's pegged on by these three spots right here. As you can see, you have the top one, the bottom one, and then if you turn over to the side, you have this hole right here. And oops, excuse me. As you can see, he has like other holes that you can peg the additional effect parts right here, which actually we'll get into right now. Okay, now that I got my boy Tengen in a fire pose, let's start with those accessories. Everybody knows I like to start with the face plates because that's what I love to do. Okay, so the first face plate that we get is my dude just kind of smiling. Let me see if I can get the zoom in. Boom, right there, looking good. He's got the nice face, kind of like mouth open as if he was talking or in the middle of a conversation. I do like the detail on the eyes as well as the face paint. Not the face paint, but the eye paint right there. My dude looks nice right there. Let's see, next one we got is him just kind of like looking cheesing, teeth kind of, I wouldn't say gritted, but he's still kind of smiling in my opinion. You know what he looks like? He looks like just about the point where in the anime series where he saved Tanjiro and he's about to go on Gyotaro, something like that. The guy with the double sides, the demon with the double sides. So yeah, that's what he looks like. He's like, I finally finished it, and then he's about to do his whole sound symphony display. Last faceplate we get is him actually mad faced and teeth gritted. You know what? This looks kind of weird. It almost looks like his eyes are kind of not symmetrical. Is anybody else seeing this? Hold on. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. His eyes don't look symmetrical. Like it almost looks weird. Like it's not like straight down the middle. I don't know. This one kind of looks weird, or maybe it's the face paint or the eye paint that's kind of throwing me off. But one eye, the left eye, looks bigger than the right eye. I don't know. And you got the nice earrings right there, so that looks nice. Next, we're going to get on to his optional headpieces. So this headpiece is for when you get tired of this one, and you could put this one on as if my dude has just seen battle. And of course, you have the articulated ponytail right there. So what you could do with this is, like, let's say, yeah, let's put this face on. Put that on. And then, oh, the other piece that, optional piece that you get is this one right here for when it looks like it's cracked. So this is when my boy is stressed and he's just like, okay, like I gotta finish this dude fast because he is giving me the business. Let me see. And then yeah. So this is my dude stressed, about to give his own life as the Hashira, the sound Hashira. So you have this one, and then you have that head sculpt right there that I showed you in the beginning of the video. So yeah, you have this one, and then you have the other one. I prefer this one because it's just more action packed in the face, just ready, aggressive, like let's do this. That's enough for the head sculpt. Let's start off with the hands for anybody that wants them. Okay, so for the hands, we get a pair of closed-fisted hands. Look really nice. You can see the ring, the paint, looking nice. We get a pair of sword-holding hands. You can see the paint appears more in this hand, which as the rings are right there. A pair of sword-holding hands. And then last but not least, you get a pair of kind of like open palm hands. And he has the ring right there in the middle. And you know my dude got 3 wives, so you know he ain't cuffing them. He just got 3 of them. Well, actually he is cuffing them. He's got 3 wives. So where's the third ring? I don't know. Where's it at? So anyways, we got that. And then he has his pair of, let me see if I can get a close up on that. He has a pair of his own hands that he sports on him right out of the package. They're kind of like, I would say like maybe just like low gesture hands. So I don't know. They're just regular. Nothing too crazy about that. Moving on down to his, let's see, what do we got here? Let's move on down to his legs. as far as like accessories. So these are the optional parts that I was talking about. Excuse me. So you get a pair of these leg parts right here that you could put for him just either sitting down, or you could take off this part right here and put his leg on here, so that way you could get a more dynamic pose as if he was like maybe knee kicking somebody. But yeah, you get a pair of those. And then you get a pair of this, or actually not a pair, but you get this mat right here that's for the legs. Let me see if I can put them where they need to be. Yeah, so if you want to have him in a relaxed pose, you definitely can have him in a relaxed pose. You just got to take out the joints, or take out the legs that are currently on him. But like I said, I don't like, I get Buzzmod comes with this optional part, but I've never really liked this. It always looked okay to me. It's cool that they included it, but I never use these. So that's that. Let me move on down to his, let's see. He has these bandages that were actually attached to a runner. So these bandages were actually attached to this really big runner right here. I would expect something like this in gunplay, or when you're building like your master grades or real grades or perfect grades. But yeah, you get a runner, and then all these other little parts are attached to it. So yeah, you have to take them out manually, and you just get all these other little tiny bits and pieces of the bandages for the swords for when you hook it up on him. So yeah, that's that. Let's see. His effect part is this kind of like sound or dirt kind of being brushed right off from the ground right here. So when he like kind of hits his sword, it kind of creates this like, you know, sound barrier. Not even sound barrier, but this just kind of like splitting effect. So that's really nice. You get 2 of these. Look at the detail in that. They're both identical. So you get a pair of those. And then last but not least, let's take a look at my boy's swords. He has the twin swords right here, looking really, really good. They are both the same right there. And I do like the chain. It's nice. Kind of like a keychain almost. So the chain on this looks really good. You can see the detail right there. Looks good as well. And I know you can kind of change the swords. Not the swords, I would say the handles, as from the figure to this. And you, because this is a longer chain actually, and you can kind of, let's see, take this out, right? And then swap it for the smaller chain that's on him. But I don't think I'll be swapping them out like that. I'll just keep this long chain on his swords, and then the short chain on his person. Let's see. And that's it for the accessories. I'm gonna put as much accessories as I can on my boy Tengen, and then I'll give my final thoughts. Get it. All right, guys, here is my boy Tengen with as much accessories as I can put on him. I put on the straps on him on the back to give it that effect that he just ripped his swords out from the back and he's ready to rumble. I put on the alternative headpiece so that way it can make it look like he's fighting Gyutaro, the demon with the double sights, as well as putting the swords onto his hand, and the effects right there on the bottom, they just complement this figure really nice. He's really good. I'm telling you guys, if you don't already have this figure, he is a definite cop for me. I don't think I will be getting the Figma for when they release their version of Tengen. This dude is he hits all the right notes, and to me he's just all that I need for the Demon Slayer Tengen. And yeah, he just looks really nice. He holds the swords well. Everything about this figure was tight. The only if there was only thing I could take away from this figure is that his legs were a little bit loose on the thigh. His legs were a little bit loose on the thigh, but that's nothing that I can't really fix, and I can do that pretty quick. But yeah, I don't really want to take that away from the figure, but if there was any gripe, then it would be that he holds the swords very well. The straps on him attached to him like it's supposed to. Everything works on this figure like it's supposed to. It doesn't try to go above and beyond and try to do something very innovative. I feel like this is the line of articulation and joints that we should have as a standard for later on down the road for our Buzzmod Demon Slayer figures. With that being said, this dude is a definite cop, like I had already said. If you guys don't already have him, go out and get my boy Tengen. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this video on my boy Tengen. Let me know in the comment section below if he's going to be a pass or grab. By the way, everybody that has been supporting the channel since day one, I want to give a major shout out to everyone. Just wanted to get that cleared up right now. Has everyone already seen the new Demon Slayer, not the movie, but the new Demon Slayer episode that just passed like this Sunday? Let me know if it was fire or not. I still haven't got a chance to actually see it. Hopefully I'll get a chance today. So without further ado, everybody supporting the channel since day one, thank you. And the channel is lazy, but the movement ain't. Open for plans tonight.